Welcome into Find a Crypto. My name is Chase, level 1 CMT and full-time trader. Today we're going to look at Chainlink. We're going to do an update. We're going to look at the weekly chart to start us off. Then we'll zoom in for the shorter time frames. What are our targets to the low side so we can get more? If you like the video today, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Twitter, Telegram, and Patreon for more content. All links below. Let's get right to it. Chainlink looking like it wants to do a throwback. What is a throwback? I'm glad you asked. It's a bullish retest of the previous consolidation zone. So we went sideways here for almost 3 months. The breakout, right? You see this box, the swing highs, the swing lows, and a throwback is simply a retest of that level. And oftentimes when that holds, if it holds, big moves coming in the not so distant future after that. So as we move down here, it's not to panic, right? A lot of coins will do this. And after a move from September to February of basically nothing but up, it's time for a throwback, right? After you consolidate, after a big move, you break out again, and this is your testing point. Are you ready or not? So 1650 looks to be that area. Ideally, the bulls would want to hold that with a close. So closing prices, if you just put on a line chart, that's your closes, eliminates the noise. That's where we want to hold if we go down. So 1650 is about where the bulls want to hold the line. We can wick lower, and it could be this week, could be next week, could be next month. And if it is next month, note that 21 week in the yellow could very well be around that 1650 area. So you'd want to take note of that as well. We'll make many more videos on Chainlink between now and then, of course. But looking at the Heikin-Ashi candles on momentum, right? Heikin-Ashi show you the momentum. The bigger the body, the bigger the wick is the positive, right? And the opposite is true on the red candles. So big body, big wick, the momentum is on that side. We're still green, right? Still have the momentum, although you can see wicks on both sides here, kind of a bull bear fight, but we're still bullish. We're above this zone. We're above all moving averages. We're tapping off the top of the upper Bollinger Band. So by definition, not much of the bears to stand on here, right? So if you're bearish on Chainlink, you probably bought too late. So not only that, but look where we're holding here right now, around $18, right? Why is that? Well, let's go back and look at the previous bear market, right? Our highs there. Look at that line. It's right there. So we don't necessarily have to go down here. Maybe the wick only goes down to that area. So we'll take it a step at a time, a day at a time, a week at a time. But as of now, like, why are we trying to hold up here? That could very well be the reason. So noting that, just thought that was interesting. Let's now zoom into the daily chart a little more short term. And what do we notice? Look at the Bollinger Bands pinching. What does that mean? Less volatility, but less volatility leads to more volatility. As you see, like, this is going sideways for 3 months, and then you see this mouth on the Bollinger Band start to open at the same price, at the same time price is going up, right? And then you can kind of explode out of there, especially after consolidation and a move up. So again, a retest down here is not bearish. A move down here is not bearish. It's a bullish retest, which is a throwback. By definition, that is bullish. So don't lose sight of the bigger picture, right? Don't get shaken out. All right, so that is the daily chart, right? Bollinger Band low, 1760. Bollinger Band high, $21. And, between, the next several days, we could very well stay kind of a little bit range bound. So patience. All right, so let's go zoom in even more. The 4-hour chart, what we want to watch for. Here's still that zone down here, right? The bullish retest. But looking at this, right, our 200-hour, right? Our 200 EMA on the 4-hour chart, right? That's where we're trying to hold support for now. But we are underneath all moving averages. So short term, looking a little bit more bearish than bullish, especially if you start to close under this 4-hour, you can kind of pick up momentum to the downside. But our swing lows are still intact, kind of all of this area, right? You can see that. So we're trying to hold these swing lows, and if not, we still have a little bit lower. We could go 1750. If we lose 1750 between now and the next video, we're very likely going to the 1650 area, which is our, again, weekly throwback test. So that is Chainlink wrapped up on a daily perspective, right? We try to provide Chainlink updates several times per week. So if you're new here and you're watching, wait for the next one. It's coming soon. I'm off tomorrow. I have a field trip for my daughter. So if you're watching this and you're like, where the hell is his videos tomorrow? I'm out doing stuff. All right. So hopefully you found that somewhat helpful, mildly entertaining. And if not, here's some more entertainment. We got quote of the day and card of the day coming up. What upsets people is not things themselves, but their judgments about these things. Nothing is good or bad in your life. It's your thinking that makes it that way, right? Sharpen your mind. Car of the day, McLaren 650S in the brightest orange ever. Well, highlighter orange. All right, there it is. I'll see you on the next one. Happy Sergey Thursday. Just made that up.